guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. Today I am here to share my March goals with you, as well as recap my goals for the month of February. I'll be sharing what I accomplished and what I didn't, and what my intentions are for this month as we move into March. And I do want to thank today's video sponsor, which is Skillshare. You guys know I have been sharing Skillshare with you here in various videos on my channel for years now, and you probably know them for their illustration classes, their photography classes, filmmaking, creative type classes. But did you know that on Skillshare there are thousands of career-focused classes too, especially if you are in a career field that is slightly non-traditional like mine. If you work for yourself, if you work as a creative on social media, if you just want to diversify your income, there are so many different classes for the career-focused or business-minded person on Skillshare as well, which is what I wanted to highlight this month. No goal is too small when it comes to learning something new or learning a new skill or developing your business strategy, learning how to market yourself and tell the story that you want to tell through what you share in the online space. And so Skillshare is so helpful for those of you who I'm talking to right now. You know who you are. I wanted to share a class that I took. This was called Social Media Success Video Storytelling, and I'll put a picture right up here on the screen for you guys. This was by an instructor named Lily Sign, or I'm not sure how to pronounce her last name, but someone really successful in the online social media world. And I really thought that she did a pretty good job of communicating through the class how to tell your personal story, how to keep your social media authentic to you in a world where it can feel like if you're not doing X, Y, or Z, people are never going to see your content, or you're going to get phased out because you're kind of old news. So her class was really helpful for just reminding me to be authentic to myself and to think about the story that I am telling through the pages and pictures of my social media. So I would recommend it if any of you guys are just looking for a little bit of a creative, refresher, and you're just, you share in this space. I would recommend her class. So the link to Skillshare will be down below for you guys if you would like to check them out. The first 1,000 of you guys to click that link will get 1 month free on Skillshare, which is awesome. So you can search and save and discover new things that might help you move forward. All right, guys, so the month of February, if you watched last month's video, you will have heard me say this. I am going to quickly run down my goals for the month of February in my planner here. So my goal for my homeschool in the month of February was to continue to refocus on reestablishing rhythms in our homeschool after the holidays and just getting into a really focused season of homeschooling where we are moving through and checking off pages and days and books and all of the things. Happy to report I give us a thumbs up on that. We definitely accomplished that goal. My relational goal was to plan for my daughter's 16th birthday coming up. Big thumbs up on that. Got that all taken care of. My personal goal was to focus on continuing my strength training and to finish 1 book. I did finish Ginger Volo's book, as well as my Bible study and many other books in our homeschool, so I'll say I accomplished that. Continuing to focus on strength training. I am still doing that, but I did have to make some adjustments and tweaks to my initial thought process on that goal, and so that one I've kind of like adapted. So I wouldn't say that I necessarily met the goal, but it's because I recognized that I needed to kind of change the goal, which you'll understand more when I share March's goals with you. And then my spiritual goal was to use the time wisely that I spent in Greenville, South Carolina, with Bob Jones, BJU homeschool. So yes, I would say that I accomplished that. That was a whirlwind, you guys. That was a whirlwind trip, and it took a lot out of me. I learned some things about myself after that trip. And it's never too late to discover what our strengths and our weaknesses are as we change and grow and mature. Those things can change. And so, yeah, that took a lot out of me. It was a blessing, but it did take a lot out of me. But I did use the time to really focus in on what I was there to do. And I did walk away with some nuggets that I feel like the Lord wanted to show me and just kind of stir some things in my heart. So I would say I did meet that goal. All right, moving on to March. Here is my March goal sheet right there. You guys can see all filled out. So sticking with the same kind of idea that I do, breaking it down for spiritual goals, homeschooling goals, personal goals, and relational goals. So let's start with relational. This is the month that my oldest turns 16. There is just something about this birthday that is, wow, it is a lot. It's a lot to digest for me. Even talking about it right now, I'm getting choked up. And if you guys watch a lot of my videos, you know that this topic it's just something that I really struggle with as a mom. People are always asking me, you always seem so productive and, positive. Is there anything that you struggle with? And I'm like, who wants to watch a video of me just talking about how much I struggle? I don't even want to make that video. But if you want to know something I struggle with my kids getting older. And when I say struggle, I don't mean just the cutesy, like, oh, my babies are getting so big, I'm so proud of them, kiss, kiss. No, like, it is a deep struggle. It is deep. And it is multifaceted that no one on the internet could even come to understand. Jake is hanging up a new mirror for me downstairs. Sorry if you hear that knocking. There is no one in the internet that doesn't do life with me intimately, and even my friends that do life with me intimately, no one can understand the depths of that struggle with my kids getting older besides me. Like, there's so much wrapped up in that it's just like this. It's so much, and I can't run from it, and I have to accept it, and I have to live in it and not waste the days right now, and I can't worry about the future. And like, I know all the truth, so I don't want to hear any of that truth in the comment section, but it's just really hard for me. So in order to live in the moment that I am right now, I have to be very focused on soaking up my daughter's birthday celebration. So we decided as a family, I should say Jake and I decided that for our kids' 16th birthdays, we were going to do something really special for them and take them on a one-on-one trip to a place of their choice within reason. I think I shared this already. So she has chosen her place. We are going there. I don't think I'm going to share any of it on social media. And we're going to have a wonderful weekend, just her and I just want to enjoy her, and I don't want to be there thinking about how my years are dwindling down. Like, I just want to fully be there, and so that is going to take extreme intentionality of taking every thought captive and just focusing on being present. So like not mourning the future while I'm living in the present type thing. And there's a lot to it. So that is my relational goal. For my personal goals, I have a few. They're kind of small, but we're gonna go with it. So one of them is date night 3 out of 12. Jake and I are still striving to get a monthly date night in. It has been a bit. We did one in January, but I don't think, no, we did one in February, but we didn't do one in January. We did like at-home date night in January. We went out for a late or early Valentine's dinner in February, and now we're doing this date night. We're actually taking a cooking class together, which should be pretty fun. So we're still striving to get 12 out of 12 date nights, and we need it. We just have not been spending a ton of time together, and life has just felt kind of demanding, and I would say I haven't been giving like that area of life my fullness of energy. And so just trying to like reprioritize and refocus some time and intentionality there. Along with that, I just want to focus personally on doing things that are energizing to me and kind of replenishing myself a little bit. I've felt a little bit downcast and a little bit discontented in certain areas. And so I just want to refocus. I want to just feel joyful, feel happy, feel energized, be in the sunshine. That definitely helps me a lot. And so just kind of taking some more time for me, not in a selfish sense, but just doing some things that I probably need to do to kind of get me over this little bit of hump that I'm in. You know, how do people describe it? Like a little bit of a funk that I'm kind of, you know, there. And I think a lot of us homeschool moms feel that this time of year. And I honestly thought I might escape it this year, but turns out it was just a little later than it usually is. So I just recognize kind of why I've been in the negative headspace a little bit that I've been in, and I just need to move out of that. So again, I need to refocus, reprioritize, remind myself of God's word and his truth, and just rest in where he has me right now instead of focusing on all of the things that I would like to change, because I'm just kind of going through that right now where there's just like a lot of stuff that I want to change and a lot of things that I need to figure out, and just a lot of big life decisions within the next few years. And for whatever reason, it's just all hitting me and it's all becoming very overwhelming. So yeah, those are my personal goals. My homeschooling goals this month for March are to continue again to focus. I have to keep saying that because doing our full school routine 5 days out of the week for multiple months in a row, it can start to feel a little bit like Groundhog Day. Fun Fridays help a lot with that, but even still. But I know that we need to be doing this because as we head into April and as we head into May especially, we are going to be traveling a lot, and so we are basically getting pretty far ahead by not taking any time off from January to March, like none, in order to take time off in May and then still wrap up our homeschooling year in June, which is my goal. So that way we can have all of July and probably most of August off before starting back in the fall. So we just need to continue to focus, but I'm starting to have to really lean into my discipline personally. My kids are doing okay, but it's me, just like the everyday monotony, feeling a little bit like, oh my gosh, again, here we are. And just, you know, sometimes I really have to like rally myself and I'm drawing from an empty well right now. So I just need to keep going. In regards to that as well, I've been going through a little bit of a difficult parenting season. Teenagers can be hard and moods can be difficult. And so I just have recognized that I've needed to get back. I maybe was being too gracious in the understanding department, and I need to get back to like how I was when they were a little bit younger, where it was like, okay, you're getting warned once, now you've been warned twice. Next time we're getting a consequence. Like very matter of fact, and not allow their emotions or their negativity to like mess me up. And that gets difficult. So I need to be focused there. As you can see, like a lot of stuff is pulling at me. And that's why doing these goal videos is kind of like really a very transparent thing that I do here on my channel, because I genuinely share like what I'm going through versus kind of like, I would like to organize my Tupperware, you know, like, and that's fine if that really is a goal, but I don't know, I go more deep with these kinds of things. So hopefully you guys can understand what I'm saying, or at least gather what I'm saying, because it might sound a little bit rambling. So the last category, and probably the most important, is my spiritual goal. And I need to focus on renewal of my mind and contentment. If I could summarize how I've been feeling lately with many areas of life, I've been feeling a little discontented, and I know that it's wrong, and I know that I need to repent of that discontentment, and I know that I need to trust in the Lord for where I am and where He has me and what He's doing, and He knows and I don't, and I know all of that, but I'm still human and I still struggle with feeling discontented at certain points, especially sometimes within like my homeschool, because I'll travel somewhere like I did to Greenville, and I'm just amazed at the opportunities and options available to homeschoolers in different parts of the country. And then in comparison to where we are, it really does feel sometimes like I'm on an island. And so I can feel discontented that this is where the Lord has had us, and it just sends me down a negative spiral. So that's the theme for March. I've been a little bit emotional, a little bit tired, a little bit discontented, and I just want to feel like me again. And sometimes it's hard. So I don't know if any of you are going to relate to any of that. Let me know if you do down below. I would love to hear from you. But these are my actual goals for March. This is what I am striving towards, and prayerfully I will accomplish them all. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Be sure to check out the links to Skillshare down below, and I will see you guys again really soon. Bye, friends.
Yesterday